Hey everybody, good morning. So today we are talking about lying to yourself. Such a tricky subject because none of us want to believe that we lie to ourselves or that we lie to others, or we'll say, oh, well, I had to say it because I didn't want to hurt their feelings, or I felt like I couldn't get out of it, so I had to just do it. We commit to things that we don't want to do. It is a nonstop in our heads. If you really started tracking how much you tell yourself these little tiny things, these little tiny lies, you would be astonished, whether it's simple things like I'm going to work out in the morning. Usually it's with goals. We'll say we're going to do something and then something else comes up. That's always the excuse. Well, something else came up. Somebody called. I had to handle it. I said I was going to get up and work out, but it didn't take place that way. And when you stop and look at how many times in your day, in your week, in your month, this shows up, if you actually tracked it and you started, and I'm not joking, really track it, write it out, print out a calendar, block calendar, and just sit down and start tracking all these little things you tell yourself, you would be blown away by how many of them show up. And then you wonder how you don't get to your goals, how you don't get where you want to go, or how things happen. And you start to see, wait a minute, this is because I'm not living intentionally. I'm lying to myself all these times. So when I started recognizing this in myself a long time ago, I really started to focus on, I'm going to be completely honest with myself about how I feel. Then I started to say, okay, well, now I'm going to be outwardly honest about it. Whether that's, a small thing like someone invites you to go somewhere and that would be hell for you. Like this happened not long ago in my own life. My cousin asked me if I would go to a concert with her. And as much as I want to spend time with her because I love her, going to a concert with mass amounts of people is torture for me. I can't stand it. I hate it from the second I get in the parking lot. The people, the smells, too much for me. And loud, the drinking, it doesn't work for me. And if I'm honest with myself about it, the night, while the band could be great, and I might love the band, if I'm in a real concert situation, I know I'm going to be unhappy. So I said, you know what? As much as I'd love to spend time with you, I just can't do that. I know I'll be miserable. It will make me miserable. Not to mention the going to bed way too late. So I have this whole list of things. Now, I could have said, yeah, I'd love to go, and just sucked it up and gone. Could I have done that? Yes. But I know it would have affected me for days. Leading up to it, worrying about it, going that day, and then afterwards suffering the repercussions of the no sleep and everything else. Now, there are times, full disclosure, that I will say, yes, I will suck it up and do it because it's important. And there are times when you must do those things, in our heads, we must do them. And I feel that I hit those musts. But there are most of the time, if you don't lie to yourself, you're going to start to see a shift in a trajectory that will help you stay on track because you're not lying to yourself. Now, these situations that I'm talking about where you suck it up and go, really, you start to weigh those options. You say, okay, yes, it would be this, but I want this more. So I have to focus my intention on that piece instead. And all of a sudden, things start to shift. But never going to a concert because it's too much. Anyway, you get my point. No lying to yourself, whether it's working out, whether it's not eating the food, whether it's going and hanging out with certain places and people you don't want to, whether it's drinking, whatever it is, stop lying to yourself about it and life will get infinitely better. I'll see you soon. Bye.